Kitchen trends for 2026. If you're into real estate, remodeling, or just dreaming up your future kitchen, this video is for you. Today we're going to dive into the 8 biggest trends that kitchen designers and homeowners are loving for 2026. We're talking about layout changes, materials, tech, and even psychology. And this is all pulled from multiple design experts, industry reports, and what's showing up in homes right now early on in 2026. I'm Jamie Mushaw with Jamie Mushaw Real Estate. And if you're new to our channel, we talk about all things real estate here in Southwest Washington, including Vancouver, Camas, Washougal, Battleground, and other surrounding areas, as well as the Portland metro area. First up, we are officially leaving subway tile backsplash behind in 2026. Instead, designers are going bold with slab backsplashes made from materials like quartz, travertine, soapstone, and even marble look-alike quartz. What makes this trend so impactful is the visual continuity. The countertops flow seamlessly up the wall with zero breaks, zero grout lines, and a really polished look that gives it an aesthetic that just stands out and makes the kitchen look super clean. This isn't just about luxury, it's also about practicality. No grout lines means easier cleanup, especially behind stoves or sinks. Here's a pro tip: go with honed or a matte finish. That way, if you're worried about a glare or high maintenance, it's going to take away from those concerns for you. Additionally, if you're working with a tighter budget, there are beautiful large formatted porcelain slabs that mimic natural stone without that huge price tag. Here's a bonus tip: if you use under cabinet lighting, it'll enhance the veining within whatever material that you choose, and it adds drama to the space without overwhelming it as well. Next is a detail that's flying under the radar, but making a big comeback, something you may have seen in the past, and that's cabinet cutouts. Think back to old European kitchens or early American furniture where ventilation cutouts weren't just functional, they were a design choice. In 2026, those cutouts are being reimagined into something refined. Picture circular cutouts, scalloped edges, arches, or simple geometric forms integrated into the cabinet doors or drawer fronts. They add dimension and character, especially in an all-wood kitchen or monotone color palette. This trend works great in pantry doors, appliance garages, and even upper cabinets. And if you're someone who wants subtle charm and craftsmanship without full-blown ornamentation, this is going to be in your lane. And the best part, it looks custom, and you can have it done with a semi-custom line or even have it retrofitted into existing cabinets, or have a creative carpenter come in and make those cuts into those existing cabinets that you have in your home. Now, this next one might not look fancy or flashy in the photo, but it is a game changer on how we're going to use kitchens in 2026. Define functional zones. Gone are the days of single prep triangle being enough. In 2026, kitchens are broken up into logical areas, which means prep zones, cook zones, cleanup zones, and maybe even a baking station, and of course, a hangout spot. Think about it. You have a kid doing homework at one end and someone is unloading groceries in another, and someone is cooking dinner somewhere else within the kitchen, all at the same time. By creating zones, each task has its own designated space, making the kitchen feel less chaotic and way more efficient. Designers are using double islands, custom drawer organization, and even small architectural shifts to define these areas within the kitchen. Here's a trick layout for you. If you have the space, have a secondary sink or a prep area away from your main stove. It helps when there's more than one cook in the kitchen, and you're going to love this opportunity to cook or prep with someone else while you're creating that amazing meal. Now, the next trend on my list is probably my most favorite because, one, it's typically the least expensive and you get your most return on it. And if you ever want to make future changes, it's very easy to do. It's paint colors, because 2026 is saying goodbye to icy grays, finally, and ultra cool whites. Instead, we're seeing the rise of warm, earthy tones again. Think terracotta, camel, sand, soft clay, and even creamy mushroom shades. This shift is partly influenced by a wellness design. After years of stress, people want spaces that feel calm, grounded, and emotionally warm. Gray and whites feel cold and disconnected from what we're going to see in trends for 2026. These hues create a connection to nature and help reduce fatigue and stress. In practice, you might see clay-colored walls paired with natural wood or taupe cabinets and balanced out with brushed gold fixtures. If you want to test this trend out before actually committing to a specific color to change the look and design of your kitchen, you might want to start with some accessories like terracotta planters, woven stools, or even a clay color tile backsplash can go a really long way. Now this next one pairs beautifully with the color trend, and that's the return of natural wood cabinetry and wood grain finishes. We're not talking about that yellowy oak from the 1990s. This is 2026, and it's all about white oak, walnut, and rift cut grain patterns that add texture without overpowering the design of the kitchen. Wood tones add depth and natural variation, especially important in open concept homes where your kitchen is always in view. Now, if you want more of a modern twist, you can add vertical wood slats, maybe some fluted wood panels, or mixing lowers with painted uppers. Just make sure your wood finish complements your flooring because you don't want it to compete with the design that you're trying to achieve within the kitchen cabinets. So this next trend is probably my favorite. We saw it a bit in 2025, and we're going to see it even more in 2026. Let's talk two-tone cabinetry. This trend continues strong in 2026, but it's definitely going to be a more dramatic contrast than it was in 2025. Think navy blue base cabinets with creamy white upper cabinets, or natural oak paired with a dark, moody island. That's something that I love, and I hope to see it in a lot of remodels and new construction that is happening out there in 2026. Here's a great design trick. Use a darker color below eye level. It keeps the space grounded. Then use a lighter color on the top to keep the kitchen feeling open, and you're going to have that flow throughout. If you're worried about resale, go with more of a classic color like a charcoal, grayish, or even a deep forest green. I've seen the deep forest green on multiple clients that I have, and it looks absolutely amazing. It gives it, or you can even try warm white, which will give it both a timeless and modern look within the kitchen, something that you won't have to worry about changing down the line. Next up is tech. Tech is here to stay, but it's no longer about flashy gadgets within the kitchen in 2026. Smart kitchens are going to be subtle and seamless to go with all of the other trends that we've been talking about so far in this video. Think voice-activated lighting, motion sensor faucets, appliance panels that disappear into cabinetry, and refrigerators that track your groceries that can give you an updated grocery list. But it's just not about convenience, it's about energy efficiency and sustainability. I want you to think induction cooktops with safety locks, built-in compost systems, and range hoods that automatically sense air quality. One of the other gadgets that I've seen out there, it is more expensive, are induction countertops. If you've never seen that before, I definitely suggest you checking that out. It's something that is absolutely amazing. You would never even know that it's in the kitchen. Again, it goes along with that seamless trend that we're seeing here in 2026. So we're just using a few tech gadgets that are elevating the way that we live. Here's another pro tip. Hide charging stations within drawers or create a tech command center in your kitchen so that way it keeps your countertops clear of all of your devices. Last but not least, the layout style that's dominating new builds and renos alike, and we're talking about transitional kitchens. This design approach blends traditional and contemporary design styles for a look that feels classic but updated. You might see clean cabinet lines, shaker doors, natural materials, and thoughtful accents throughout, but it's nothing that's overdone. And it's also nothing that is boring either, because we want your kitchen to pop, but we want it to make it feel like it's going to last a lifetime. Because last thing that we want to have happen is that you do these 2026 trends and you're going to have to update down the road. We want something with life and longevity. And this goes really well for people that plan on staying in their homes for a long time. We want to have longevity in the investment that you're making in your kitchen. So if you're building or remodeling this year, focus on timeless proportions, functional layout, and high quality materials, but layer it in the personality through lighting, hardware, and decor within the kitchen. These are all things that you can update down the line if you feel like that they are going to be out of date. So that wraps up our 8 kitchen design trends of 2026. Which one surprised you the most? Which one would you want in your dream kitchen? Let me know which trend is your favorite, or which one did you hate? As part of the real estate services I offer, if you're planning to remodel or build in 2026, I have a list of builders that I work with or kitchen remodeling contractors that I've vetted over the past couple years, and I can help you from start to finish in this entire process. Be sure that you check out our previous video that we did about 2026 paint trends. We also have a video coming up in this 3-part series that is going to talk about 2026 bathroom remodels and trends alike. I'm Jamie Mushaw with Jamie Mushaw Real Estate. I appreciate you watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.